Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of the District Insider. My name is Josh Vasquez from Freedom High School. Today we're going to be looking at a tour of the new Nitchman Middle School, and we're going to be taking a deeper look into the STEPS program here in the Bethlehem Area School District. But first, let's follow some local kids into an iconic local hotel.
Right, here we go.
So we have 14 students coming from William Penn Elementary School to meet with various department heads in the hotel and learn about how we run a business. We're expecting for our department heads to show them what their lifestyle is like as a manager here at the hotel and how they run day-to-day opportunities as a manager, and then how we interact as a community with the businesses and how then the students get to see that. Also how we interact with 300 employees here on a daily basis.
I like the rooms.
The rooms, well that's really good because we're going to go see some rooms. They're usually overwhelmed or amazed because they don't realize how much we do, because we have 2 restaurants, we have a gift shop, and then we have banquets, and we also have rooms. So they don't realize how much goes into running a hotel. It's not just a hotel where you go and you sleep every night. It takes making breakfast, it takes making lunch and dinner for those guests who stay with us, and then we also have a banquet facility where people come and they have weddings, they have birthday parties. So they're really surprised to see how much thought goes into running this business.
Is this kind of like a classroom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we talked about what our project is going to be after our visit today regarding the jobs at our school.
We have so many experiences in the classroom, and to get the kids out of the classroom and to give them leadership opportunities, we couldn't believe that Hotel Bethlehem was willing to do this. Students are elected onto this leadership team that we have through Leader in Me. That's a program that comes from Franklin Covey, and we follow 7 habits. And to be on this leadership team, the students need to show that they understand what it takes to be a leader in school and out of school. So to have an event that's out of school, they get to demonstrate their leadership skills back when we return to school through a project that we will be doing because of seeing the jobs here today. I think the kids take from today the impact of what they can actually become if they follow a great path in life. They were able to see how a chef can in turn run a very important meeting. They're going to go home with a reality check, how their school can connect them to great opportunities in the world. And hopefully they share that. I implore them to share that with the students at William Penn to see what they can do and become in our own little community.
A special thanks to our friends at Hotel Bethlehem for taking time out for our students. Now, I know you've seen the outside of the new Nitchman School, but let's take a tour on the inside.
Hi, I'm Pete Mays. I'm the principal of Nitchman Middle School, and we're here today to give you a tour, last tour of the new school before we enter the final areas to finish the building. All right, so we're standing here in the new auditorium. It seats 776 students. It's under its final roughing in and preparing for drywall and surfaces. The area where I'm standing is right where students and community members would be seated, and the stage is behind me. The stage will accommodate musical performances, drama presentations, monthly assemblies, mayor meetings, government activities, school board meetings, anything. The space was designed to be used for presentations and a gathering place for the community. Right now we're standing inside the new Nitchman Band Room. It's a space that we do not have in the old room. One of the nice things about this space is it will accommodate our 250 student orchestra, band, and jazz band. It also includes areas for storage, and it provides a really great musical performance place to practice and prepare for marching band season and concert band season. So we're standing in one of the brand new 8th grade science classrooms. You'll see in this space, flooring is already in, cabinetry's been installed, blacktop countertops have been installed, and basically the ceilings and heating and HVAC systems are installed. The final steps in this room would include final painting, trim, ceiling tiles, and the final installation of a few more things. These rooms are not far from completion. The nice thing about the science labs is they look like many science labs you'd be familiar with and accustomed to, but they're designed around students collaborating and working in lab groups. They're designed around storage areas for clean and simple storage. And also, the one thing I notice a lot about this room is that it has great natural light. You'll see a lot of the classrooms have bright light coming in from the north or the south side, which will rely very little on inside classroom lighting. Okay, so we're standing in what it will be a typical 8th grade, 7th grade, or 6th grade classroom. You'll notice in these spaces, again, very similar to the science labs and almost complete flooring, ceilings, and walls are almost ready. The missing items in here yet, each side of the wall will have a 22 by 5 foot magnetic whiteboard for an instructional space, a projector in the ceiling to show video from the teacher or students' computers. Teachers also have storage areas and a built-in desk. One thing which is important in this space is it is simply designed so it can be flexible over the next 100 years. We designed the classrooms in particular so that they can grow as changes in education and the community and the student needs change over the lifetime of this new school. We're standing at center court in the new Nitchman Gymnasium. The new Nitchman Gymnasium is only slightly larger than its old one, but will allow for seating on both sides of the gym. It was designed as a gathering place. When the whole school gathers, this is a place we'll come together for pep rallies or assemblies or activities. It'll be the home of the Lions and the Lady Lions as soon as the flooring and remaining HVAC systems and light are installed in the ceiling. So we're standing here in the middle hallway on a typical classroom floor. All three of the main academic floors are just like this. But some things you'll notice here in the middle, science labs and small group classrooms are located here in the middle, but also a collaborative space where kids can gather around a smart TV and some tables and a carpeted area where kids can group and work together like we expect people to work together in today's modern workforce. One thing you may notice in here is that the color green is on the walls. It's odd because Nitchman's colors are blue, gray, and white. However, in order to finish the design, an accent color was needed, and since the building is so environmentally friendly, green was a logical color. It really brings out the blue and adds a different texture to the space so kids know it's a different place. It's a place to gather and come together to work and focus on new ideas. Okay, we're standing in the brand new Nitchman Library. It's a 2-story room here on the 2nd and 3rd floors. The great thing about this space is it is also another gathering space for the community and for students. You'll notice the large picture windows which face 10th Avenue, giving a really great picturesque look of our home here in West Bethlehem. Also, it allows great light in here so students can still use our library and media center. Books and the studying and computer use here in the library and media center is still as critical in the 21st century as it was in the 20th century. I think you'll find that kids and community members will gather here during the school day, in afternoons and evenings, to study, research, learn, and grow. Okay, we're standing right here in the middle of the brand new Nitchman cafeteria. One of the things you notice right away is 2 sides of it are glass. That allows kids to have a little bit more sunshine during their lunchtime and also helps to keep the area bright and sunny. One of the things you don't see yet on the outside of the building is the patio. There is a small concrete patio which wraps around, which will allow students for the first time in our history to eat outside. Most adults and people that I know would have an opportunity to eat outside when the weather's warm, love to be outside. That's something that we're working on so that kids can get a little sunshine. Behind me to the left is the cafeteria, and that's where food and kitchen service will come out of. Runs just like a regular cafeteria as in many schools across the nation. This one has an opportunity so kids can sit together, talk, and relax, and have some social time during the school day, which we all need.
Now just a few more months until the Nitchman students arrive into their new home. Next up is the STEPS program, which ensures that every single student here in the BASD has a career pathway planned ahead for them. Let's take a look.
I've really seen you grow so much in your job. I mean, from when I saw you your first or second week there to when I saw you out of work last week, you are doing amazing.
The STEPS program is really a part of our district philosophy about preparing our high school students for their career pathways and beyond. With our students with special needs, we have a different career pathway than your typical student. So a typical student may go and take their typical classes out of high school, go on to a college, go on to a trade school, go on to the military. Our students with special needs need more preparation and need more support from not only the school but the community. So the STEPS program serves that role. Students are given the opportunity to work in jobs, work in small environments to give them the skills that they need to be productive and part of the community that surrounds them.
I have been assembling some warranty infos
The STEPS program is a transition program. It's designed to take students as they come into high school and prepare them for adult life. With our students, they may not know what their future will hold, and a lot of times their parents aren't even sure. So this program that the district has designed helps whole families and communities realize the potential in these young people's lives.
STEP stands for the Sites Training Employment Program and Services, and it's a program that has 3 tiers where we help students gain some independence, some responsibility, and some direction as to where they'd like to go for work. The coffee shop here at Liberty High School is from every possible level you can imagine. Kids are here, from the honor students to the autistic support classrooms where we have kids working, coming in, getting their hot coffees, their hot chocolates, their hot teas. They come in before school, during school, and after school, and they have a large variety of different coffees and different hot chocolates and different teas. But the bottom line is that it becomes a community. You know, it's where we're learning and teaching students how to become productive members of society within a society.
So we see transformation not only with students, but we see it in their families, seeing what how they're going to contribute to their family and community. And then we see it in the community with employers saying, hey, these kids are valuable employees. We've had students who got jobs at grocery stores and never took a day off. And the grocery store would come and say, they have vacation coming, they've accumulated like 3 months. We have to figure out how they can start taking this time because the work is so important to them. They want to be there, they're there. Another thing that I see is a lot of the students' problem solving is oftentimes an area where students aren't finding a lot of success. So daily we meet together with our STEPS 2, that's the middle level. Typically it's like an 11th grade level of student, and we meet together and we talk about how do we problem solve what's going to happen at work. Because believe me, we all know that problems will come up with coworkers, with bosses, with transportation, just the natural things that happen. And these students in the classroom portion of the STEPS program have a way to talk about them and problem solve. And one of the coolest things that we see is it's not the teacher who's giving the answers, it's the students working together to help them solve problems because they know what it's like out there.
We see students transition from children to young adults. We see them gain the maturity, the independence, the confidence in themselves to be able to be a part of the community and to partner with the community so that they see themselves as an integral part of that community as opposed to somebody who's served by it. They also are serving their community. They are a piece of the world that's around them.
Another great program right here in the BASD. Now, what's a makerspace, you might ask? Well, a few of our younger students are going to show you exactly what that is.
You turn this around. That side.
Good teamwork, you got it. Well, makerspace items really can be anything from basic craft supplies. It can be just cardboard tubes, it can be aluminum foil, pipe cleaners. That's on the low end, or you can go real high tech all the way up to 3D printers. What I've done is I have a lot of in-between items. We've got the iPad that we're using with the Osmo system, and we also have I have a circuitry kit that I use called the Little Bit Steam Set. But basically we're using like middle-of-the-road technology items that really just help kids, they develop, they create, and they just have a good time doing it.
Makerspaces enhance student learning because they give students an opportunity to have some self-direction, some innovation, creativity, and levels of engagement that they don't normally get or might not normally get in their regular classroom assignments. So for example, a makerspace where students can come in and apply a theory, tinker around a new technology, test whether something works or not, appeals to a certain type of thinking and a certain type of creativity that complements. It doesn't replace, it complements or it infuses a level of thinking that students might not get in their normal coursework. So when students think like that, they are practicing the skills that not only their teachers but their employers and their community needs to think sometimes outside the box, create anew, and make something that's a little bit more engaging for themselves and the other people with whom they're working.
Well, Makerspace is a trend that's really been picking up steam, pardon the pun, for the last couple of years in the library world. And what people are doing is, in order to give kids a chance to have somewhere where they can really get hands-on with things and build things and take things apart, and even to really fail at something and try again, makerspaces have kind of come out of that. They're really focusing on STEAM activities and STEM activities. And it's not to replace anything, but it's more to enhance what's already going on in the room and giving kids a chance, like I said, to build things, break things apart, try things, things that they might not get a chance to do somewhere else.
One particular boy who in the classroom, he does not like to persevere. He likes to give up quickly, he works quickly, and he's been coming into my room on a daily basis, just to kind of get himself ready after lunch before he goes back to the classroom. So I began introducing the makerspace items to him, and he began putting together these circuits, and he's been working for several days on one project, and he is not giving up. It's the best thing because he has failed several times, and it's not working, and it's not working, and it's amazing to watch this kid. He's just not giving up, whereas in the classroom, doing the math, doing the reading, he gives up very quickly, but using the technology, he doesn't want to give up. He wants to keep building the circuits and creating the items.
When they come into the library, might not be the best readers or are like, oh great, here we go, library again. They're the ones that tend to get really, really into it. I had a couple of kids who sat down and we have a snap circuit set, and you could build a radio where you could actually tune in. It would pick up the local radio stations, and when they turned it on and heard the voices coming through, they were just, their whole faces lit up, and they were like, oh my God, it really works.
Well, you can see that those kids really love their makerspace time. Well, spring is in the air, and so are many of our varsity sports at our high schools and middle schools. So let's head out to the bases and check it out with another edition of Skill Sets.
Hi, I'm Nora Borger, and I coach softball at Freedom High School at the varsity level, and today we're going to do a very important drill. It's our throwing drill that we do every day, and it goes through the progressions of throwing. So the first thing we do is we get down on our knees and do our wrist snaps. So you'll see the girls hold their wrist up and just snap the ball towards their partner. Okay, using their wrist only, not their arm. We don't want to move forward with our arm, we just want to snap our wrists. While we're snapping our wrists with the ball, we want to make sure that we're gripping the ball correctly. We want to make sure that we are snapping that wrist. All right? They're very good. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is bring our knee up, and the knee that we bring up is the knee that is on our glove hand. Okay, so you're going to bring that knee up, okay, and you're going to put the ball to the wall, we like to say, okay. The ball is going to be facing the other way so that if someone was behind me, I would actually be able to throw it to them, all right. We're going to make sure that our elbow is high. We don't want our elbow down here. This causes throwing issues, shoulder issues, okay. So elbow up high, point at your partner, all right, and bring it right past your ear, okay? Elbow up, balls to the wall, okay? and take it right like that. All right, does everybody see that? And snap it, snap your wrist. Okay, go ahead. Make sure you keep it close. Bring it up, get it real high. If you feel that you're too close to your partner, you can back up a foot or two, okay? If you're feeling uncomfortable about that. Remember, keep that elbow high, okay? Bring it close to your head by your ear and snap down, all right? We talked about that at practice a week ago, right? Snapping down. Make sure you snap down. Here we go. All right, now we're going to stand up, all right? And we're going to continue. We're going to do the T. Whoop. All right, so get that elbow up back here and balls to the wall just like you were down on one knee, okay? Point at your partner, okay? Make sure that when we're coming through, all right, that we keep it close to our head, close to our ear, all right? And snap off and finish. So you're gonna point, use your glove, okay? Point at your target, all right? Throw, and you'll bring this glove, you'll pull this glove through and down, all right? Everybody got that? Okay, let's try. We can spread out a little too. That's it. Hey Jen, I saw a nice one there. You tucked it in real nice. All right? Good. Good. Good, Mackenzie. That looked good. Okay, so to wrap the throwing drill up, we're going to throw a little long today. And along with throwing comes the ability to be able to catch a ball. So we want to, when we catch the ball, we want to be able to get our feet ready to receive the ball, okay? So when you receive it, your feet are ready. You don't want to be square like this, all right? You want to be nice and ready to go so that you can get yourself in the throwing position, all right? You want your throwing hand, okay, to be the second hand there to get the ball. So you're going to receive it from your partner and get in your throwing position and then throw it. Your partner's going to receive the ball, get in her throwing position, and throw it back. All right? So, nice, accurate throws. Take your time when you're warming up. That's what we want to do, all right? We want to make sure that we're working on all of our mechanics right now, because when we get into a game, we don't want to have to focus on every single thing. We just want to have to make the play, okay? So, are we ready? Please do not forget, you're still going in your form, all right? So when you receive the ball, get in your form for your throwing, okay? Go ahead. Point at your partner. Try and snap down, okay?
Follow through, guys. Don't let your arm stop right here. Follow through. Touch that knee.
You got to follow through, okay? That will keep it from sailing. Hey, good job down there, Gabby. I see you. Good job. Girls, we're getting better at this. I know we haven't practiced for a couple days, but it looks like even while we're warming up today, you guys are getting better. And for the folks watching at home, it's always good to stick to the basics, catch and throw, make sure we're doing it right and slowing it down at practice so that when we get into a game, we don't have to think about those things and we can just do it and be successful.
To wind down the show, we're going to take a look at some student-created work from our students at the Bethlehem Area Vocational Technical School.
In the Lehigh Valley, if you want to play competitive travel hockey, there is only one place to turn: the Lehigh Valley Phantoms Youth Organization. The Phantoms Youth Organization has hockey teams for children ages 10 to 18 and is the offspring of a merge between the Lehigh Valley Comets and the Bethlehem Blast. Throughout the organization, the Midget 18A is the oldest team and is looked up to by the younger teams. The team is head coached by Mark Spees and is assistant coached by 3 of his former players. All of the coaches are very passionate about hockey and continue to show their passion in their speeches and when on the ice.
I miss hockey every day. Miss playing it every day. And that's why I coach now. It's the next best thing you can do to get back into the game.
Walk. Fire. Walk on.
They are all volunteers and have taken time out of their individual lives to assist with the team.
I'm at the rink 6 days a week, and men's league starts late, and so I haven't played. This is my 3rd year. But of the 20 hours a week, how much is watching film or responding to parents or players' texts? Well, let's put it this way. My on-ice time is 4 hours Monday through Friday, and then game time is probably 4 hours per game, so you're at 18 hours. So half my time is probably spent just practice planning, watching video, writing weekly summaries, and trying to focus on what the boys, or girls in this case, need so that I can make them better hockey players.
The team is currently playing in 2 leagues, the Delaware Valley Hockey League and the Elite Juniors Prospect Hockey League. They have also recently gone 6-0 in the Silver Sticks tournament down in Maryland. Overall, Coach Spees is optimistic about the results of the season and continues to send out his weekend summaries to keep the team in check.
The outlook for the season is if we keep getting better, which has been the talking point since day one, I think that this team's worst enemy is ourselves. If we play hockey and we continue to develop and play good, strong, smart hockey, then I think we should win the league. And if we don't, I think we've underachieved. And if we don't do better than districts, again, I think we've underachieved. But getting kids focused, especially after the weekend, is going to be the challenge of the year. So we shall see.
Well, I'm afraid that's all we have time for this month's episode of the District Insider. My name is Josh Vasquez from Freedom High School, and we hope to see you next month. Thanks for watching.